Hey guys, Frost here. So today we are doing part 3 in Artifact Material Raid series, and today we are focusing of stages 13 through 18. So we have 4 new things, and first one would be the line at what adds come to the boss is the same line where your tank is. So as you can see here, this is the line where the ads would be coming, and this is where your tank is. So the fighter that is here blocking and killing the ads would not be able to attack the boss if you don't do some interesting tactics. But if you can see here, till stage 12, the fighter that is protecting the ads that are coming from top and bottom is able to attack the Salazar at the same time, because you have tank here and the Salazar would be here. So he can freely attack Salazar until the ads come, and then he turn away and attack the ads. So if I can show you here how that would look like. So if you place your tank right away, and then you place your DPS here, always toward the boss, so it can attack the boss, and then when the ads come, he would attack the ads. But in this case, as you can see here, he cannot attack him because the boss is on this side, and he can only attack this spot. That's where your tank is. So what we want to do is, we want to place our DPS first so he can get the rage. Now we wait for the Salazar. When he places his left foot, puts his right foot up, then we place the tank. And now Salazar can attack. The tank can of course tank it, and then when we place another fighter in this stage, he can attack as well. So basically we are cheating for another DPS spot at this point. So Salazar can now turn and attack the ads. Okay, he's not really good with the ads, but doesn't matter. It's just a showcase to show that that we need to place the Salazar in between the two spots, so our two fighters can attack at the same time. When you get some really strong Salazar and stuff like that, then that doesn't matter, you know. Salazar will be enough to kill it. But when you're progressing, this can be, you know, life-saving. And this little trick can effectively lower the amount of heroes that you need to place in the map. So because 2 fighters here, and then 2 another here, and then more fighters here, so you would need a lot more fighters and better gear if you don't have these 2 to attack the boss. But for example, if you have a hero like Arrogance, he can attack extra tile here, so for him it doesn't matter. But if you have just a normal fighters, then yeah, it is really amazing trick, and I've seen it from my bucket, of course. And another thing that we are losing here would be additional platform spot. So now we have only 1 platform spot for the on the map. So that means that you basically reserve that spot for either a booster like Dolores, for healer like Vortex, he would be, I think, the best for progress, or you can put a really high single target damage there, and then have a tank with a self-sustain like Oleg. So you would first place Oleg, and then he can get his shield while Salazar is coming, and then you can place your really high single target DPS, and then you go as usual. And yeah, you can pop him money, and he does a lot of damage, so that's an option. But just for progress, because on higher stages this probably wouldn't be working. I didn't try out much, but if you have really strong legendary single target DPS and you have Oleg, we should all have him, and we should all build him because he's like MVP here with tanking. So he can tank a lot without his shield breaking. So that's what we lose, but this is how we can go about you know, going around it. So either having Oleg or having a healer there, or someone like Dolores to boost your DPS. Other than Dolores, you can use Autumn. She's really amazing with she's giving 30% crit in total, and she's giving 60% of crit damage. So if you don't have Dolores and you have enough attack to break through Salazar's armor, then this option is really good, because you can mid-max your gear just so you have enough crit for this to be beneficial, and then extra crit damage is always good, and then you can push through some stages. Additionally, what we have here is the oozes spawning. So the oozes would be spawning at the beginning, just from the left side, and from stages 16 onwards from the right side as well. So idea with oozes is if you let them combine, they will make a giant ooze, and then the giant ooze is bad news. So what we want to do is ideally we'd like to kill them. You can kill them with a strong fighter here, and the MVP for that would be Volca, if you ask me, or Vrath. I like Volca more because she heals just a little bit, enough to sustain it, and she has a lot of defense. So she's good in self-sustaining. I like Vrath more next to the Salazar, because when Salazar does his AoE, the Vrath heals more. But if you have other good melee fighters, you can use them as well differently. You can play around with that, but I like two of them. They are really good at that. So if you have a really good fighter, you can place it here and kill both of them. If the fighter cannot handle killing two of them, you can place one fighter at top or left side and kill one ooze, and then you would let the second ooze go, and then the fighter that's attacking Salazar can kill that additional ooze. Additionally, what I like to do is I use Narvi almost always. I use it in every progress of artifact material raid. So I would place her first here, and I would use her for cost. And then when the ads come, I would still keep her here. I would let one ooze pass, and then I would sell her. What this would happen is that Salazar would now kill the ooze, one of them, and then he will kill another before two of them would merge. What you can do additionally is when you despawn the Narvi, then you can use another fodder here as a fighter or a tank, doesn't matter, and then you can let him block one of the ads oozes and let the other ooze go. So then you can sell him as well and let the second ooze go. So in that way they wouldn't be combining, and they would be killed off one by one in the weaker form, let's say. So additionally, what you can do, you can use Decimus or Baron. Here I would suggest to block the ooze. You have an option to use it here where my Warath is, and then you have a DPS here, but why I don't suggest using the blocker here, because in this case it's a fighter, he can block only 2, but there's 4 of them plus ooze, that's 5, so things will go past. So you don't want ooze to pass, but again, that's one of the options that you can use Baron or Decimus with their Undying ability, and then they would be able to block and give you more time on DPS on the Salazar to hopefully kill it in the meantime. Another difficulty here that we get at the stage 18, which was really painful for me because of the choice of the heroes that I used to level up, was Slashing Blitz, so Salazar's ultimate. The platform hero is safe from it, but the ground fighters next to the Salazar and plus on the sides will not be safe from it. So they would be taking damage. What I was able to sort of test, not really thoroughly, but with gearing my fighters, is they need to have at least 40k HP for you to survive it. Additionally, what you can use is you can use Guardian set. What that would give you, it is 15% damage reduction, and this effectively lowers the HP required on your fighters to like 34, 35k, so you don't have to have 40k in total. I know this is not amazing stats or anything else, but at the beginning it was good enough, and it made me progress quite a few levels. And sometimes when I want my Wrath to solo tank the Salazar, it comes in handy to have enough HP to tank and then dish out enough damage. So this set can be good. Unfortunately, I don't think the defense is working at all, because I've tried Volka, because she has a lot of defense, to put a bit more defense on the gear that she has, and I had her with a lot of defense, but it doesn't seem to affect the damage that the Salazar is doing. So it's not over the damage that Salazar is doing, so basically it doesn't matter how much defense you have. You need 40k HP to survive the attack. And the best two heroes for progress for this run would be Isolde and Vortex. That's of course the free-to-play options. There's many other good heroes that can be used as well, like Regulus. He can protect the allies as well. But for the free-to-play people, Isolde would be amazing. So what you want to do is, before Salazar does his ultimate, and he does his first ultimate, for example, when he spawns the ads, first ones, on the left side, then you wait a second, and then you pop the shield wall. Then you protect your allies with a damage reduction, and then in that way they can survive the blitz attack. So you don't have to gear your fighters with HP as high. What I did, and my mistake was, thank you Apollo, I leveled Livia as my first tank, and then she's really good, don't get me wrong, with her physical damage reduction and with her self-sustain. She can heal a little bit, and she has really a lot of physical damage reduction, so 30% for the whole fight when she uses his ultimate for the first time. So she can tank for a long time, but the issue is she cannot help anyone else. So you need other means to pass the level. So you can either get 40k HP on your fighters, or additionally what you can use is our MVP healer Vortex, because his shield would give you enough HP, depending on your HP, but you can play with the numbers to see what is enough for them to survive the attack. But the problem is the Vortex shield, if you don't have enough rage, would not be available at the first blitz. So you would probably have it available on the second one. So that's why I like using Isolde with Vortex. She can use and protect your fighters on the first one, and then Vortex would be able to protect them on the second one, and then Isolde on the third, and hopefully you kill it before the fourth. So that's the idea. Okay, so with the power of dominance off, let's see how it goes. So what we want to do first is place Narvi. If she gets to do her first ultimate, then that would pay for its placement, so everything afterwards would be like benefit. So I place her first, and then I would place the strongest DPS that would be attacking only the boss. For me, that's the Salazar. He's really good on the boss, but not so good on the ads. He doesn't one-shot them, he has those two attacks, but his ultimate is really good for single target. Now I want to place my tank, but I wait for Salazar to place left foot down now and right foot up. That's when I place my tank. Now I would place the healer. Next one would be the fighter. So we are placing fighter always towards Salazar because we want him to attack the Salazar. But we placed Salazar in both of these lanes, so he would be should be attacked by both of these melee heroes. When he spawns the ads here, that's when his ultimate is going to come up. So that's why we use his sold ult to protect our fighters, so they don't have to have 40k HP. Then we place our right side killer, and now we place our Estrid. Estrid is really good. She does the defense break on the boss, which is really nice because Salazar has a lot of defense, so we can kill him faster. Next in line would be oozes. So spawning here to kill the oozes. Because oozes, when they come, they would be nasty, so we want to kill them in time, as we know. Now, when the oozes spawn, that's when he does his ultimate, and everyone but Estrid survived, so that's good. Now we pop his ultimate so he can kill the ads in time. And we are waiting for another Salazar ultimate, so Volka is taking care of the right side, and then we are done. And with the power of dominance off, let's see how it goes in a farm mode, so with the Wrath tanking. So we want to place our Salazar first, then we want to place our Arrogance, and then we are waiting for our Wrath to get enough energies just to place him. We don't have to bother with bugging him at this point, because he will, Arrogance can attack on the sides as well. We are waiting for Dolores ultimate before we pop Salazar ultimate. Now we use Estrid for a defense break, and that would be enough to kill the Salazar in time. And yeah, that's it. So for the next video, we are going to talk about min-maxing gearing and what we can look into just to progress and to set up this solo killing with Wrath as a tank, and really good for stamina draining. And additionally for this, because it's so easy, you don't even have to use the auto fights. You can use them manually a little bit, so you know, a bit of benefit. Okay, anyways, cheers guys, have a good one, and just remember, when we catch them all, we still need to play the game, so keep some red crystals to buy stamina. I'm trying my best as well. It's hard, but let's get stronger, right? Cheers, bye.